Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So I want to welcome you guys back to another Motivational Monday, and I want to apologize for missing last Monday. I literally had so many technical difficulties with my electronics, and I'm blaming it all on this Mercury retrograde. Literally, I lost my SIM card. Well, my sister lost it. It was in the computer, nowhere to be found now, and I had so much stuff on that memory card. So yeah, and then because I was going to do it last Monday, and I was also in Miami last week, and I left Monday night, and I was literally going to do it and record it, but it's just been, yeah. So I apologize for missing last Monday, but this Monday I want to talk about dealing with your emotions. And this is something I want to talk about because this is something that I haven't completely overcome it, but it's something that I've acknowledged that I deal with, and it's so important to deal with. So I feel like, a lot of times we suppress how we really feel, we mask our pain, we just do not deal with our emotions, and that can be so detrimental to us, and it's I feel like until you deal with your emotions, the same things, the same situations, the same people will come back into your life dressed different. You will get the same problem dressed differently. And that's why it's so important to deal with your emotions right then and there, and to just literally just go within and to just ask yourself, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? And to deal with it. So we'll use, for example, a relationship that you, say you have been out of a relationship for a while, but you still hold feelings, and you still love that person, you're still not completely over them, so it's you're masking that hurt that you're feeling instead of truly just dealing with it and kind of getting over the situation and letting it go. So it's you will mask the pain of how you really feel, and so it's you will continue to attract situations similar to that until you confront the real issue. And it's I found myself in a situation like that. I was in a relationship with a guy, and then of course it didn't end well. And so I never fully got over him. So I was finding myself in situations just like that. It was a cycle until I was okay, wait, this situation seems very familiar. This is very similar to something I've experienced in the past, So it's the moment that I recognize the situation and dealt with it, and which is not easy at all. So I'm not sitting here telling you yeah, just deal with your emotions because it's going to be super easy. No, it's not easy. It's actually really hard to deal with your emotions. But afterwards, it's so rewarding, and it's a weight lifted off of you. So it's you have to do that for yourself. It's a part of healing, and it's I'm all for that is what's so important to me is just healing the inner, because it's so you can just function normally. Because it's when we hold on to pain and past hurt, it's we're stuck in the past, and it's you can never move forward if you're stuck in the past, which is why it's so important to just really deal with how you really feel. And it's that's why I even now yes, I'm saying this, but there's still stuff that I don't fully deal with because it's hard to deal with it. And something that I realize is that people don't always like to deal with their emotions and how they really feel, because it's once you confront it and heal from it, it's you have to forget about it. And it's something that I had to learn was that even though my ex, me and him one of my exes, we did not work out, and I did not, I still loved him. It's even though I had to heal from the situation, didn't mean that I had to forget him, because it's by me holding on to that pain that relationship caused me, it kind of still kept him relevant, so it's even though it was a negative reason, it was negative of what I was using to remember him, it was still, it's okay, well, I still have a piece of him in me if I'm still holding on to this hurt. But it's just because you heal doesn't mean you have to forget. You can heal and transmute those feelings of hurt into love. You can still hold on to that experience, but just don't hold on to it negatively, because that is not, that's a vibration that you're sending out. And so that's why it's that's what you'll continuously attract until you really deal with whatever was causing you that pain. And another thing, I used to mask my pain by drinking. When I was in college, I used to be turning up. Yeah, of course, it seems innocent and harmless just drinking in college, but the root of the problem of why I was drinking so excessively was because it's I was so hurt inside, I wasn't conscious that I was so hurt, but it's I was just using that mask how I really felt. And it's like it would come out because it's like I would be talking to other people, and the moment I would get drunk, I would just be cussing them out all the time. And it was funny at the time, but it's like, no, those were suppressed feelings that I was like not dealing with, and I was acting out on it. But it's like when I finally healed from it, it's like I didn't try to depend on anything to make me feel whole, you know. So that's why it's so important to just really deal with your emotions. Like, I know it hurts, but it's like something that I find very effective for dealing with your emotions is meditation. You know, like when you go into meditation, I feel like you silence your mind. Well, you try to silence your mind, but it's like it forces you to deal with your subconscious, because it's like, you know, you're laying there and you're just still. So it's like, now that you can shut your mind, like, you know, your conscious mind off, and then it's like all the subconscious thoughts come to surface, which is like, it's like I said, it's like it's bittersweet, because at first it's like, oh my god, like, why am I doing this to myself? But I'm telling you, it's like it's like working out. You know, the process of working out sucks. Like, you know, it sucks. Cardio sucks, running sucks, all that sucks, lifting weight sucks. But it's like when you see the results, it's like, okay, look at me, I'm popping now. I feel like it's the same thing with like healing, you know, because it's like at first it's like it sucks, you go through all these feelings, and it's just like you bring up all these repressed feelings, but it's like the healing that comes after it is like, it's priceless, you know. And then once you heal, you start to attract better people into your life, because literally the people that you attract in your life are a direct reflection of you. So if you're harnessing old negative low vibrational feelings, that's going to be the kind of people you attract in your life. So that's why it's so important to heal, so you can attract better people into your life. And it's like and it's like, you know, just take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Don't try to rush the healing process, because I feel like every day is healing. Because it's like, even I still deal with like feelings like I've been dealing with anxiety for the past few weeks now, and it's like that's something that I've been trying to deal with. And it's like that is going to be a topic that I talk about in one of the upcoming video, but I have to figure out once I fully, you know, deal and heal from that. So yeah. So for anybody that's going through dealing with any old feelings, but they have not like actually recognized them and like actually confronted them, I'm telling you, it's okay to confront your feelings. It's a safe place, you know, to just really confront how you feel. But one thing I do want to stress is do not dwell on it, you know, because what you dwell on and what you put out there is what you get back. So it's like you have to find that balance of just making sure that you deal with your negative feelings that you're harnessing, but transmute it into positivity. You know, see whatever lesson you were supposed to learn from it, because everything we go through is a lesson. We go through things for a reason. You know, it's not by accident that we go through the things that we go through. So it's like, as long as you can deal with what you're feeling. Deal with what you're feeling and then learn from it, you know. So it's like, use that negative experience that you went through to turn it into a positive one. Because it's like, you know, especially relationships, I feel like are a good example, because it's like people have been through really bad relationships in the past, but if they think now like, wow, if I never went through that relationship, this beautiful child wouldn't have been born. Or if I never went through that relationship, I wouldn't have learned how to stand up for myself, or I wouldn't have learned how to be honest with myself, or that relationship taught me what I do not want, that relationship taught me what I do want. So it's like everything that we go through literally is helping us. It's like helping us for our future self, you know. So it's like everything literally happens for a reason, but just remain optimistic. Only focus on the good things, you know, because the more negative you focus on, that's what you're going to attract to yourself. So it's like, it's so important to just focus on the positive. But I do not want to keep rambling on. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys, this video was helpful. If you guys have any topics that you want me to touch on, please let me know. I thank you guys for your continuing support, and I thank you guys for your feedback on the first one that I did, and I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys all have a great week.